Question 23 is all about coordinates. It says A and B are joined by a straight line on coordinate axes. So we've got point A and point B. Now what we need to remember first of all is that with any pair of coordinates in a pair of brackets and separated by a comma, the number before the comma is how far along the corridor we go. In other words, how far along the bottom we go. So point A must be 10 along and point B must be 22 along. The second number after the comma is how far up the stairs we go. So how far up we go. So point A must be 10 up and point B must be 30 up. Now, let's have a look what we've got to do. It says, the dots on the line are equally spaced. What are the coordinates of point C? So it is actually asking us for the coordinates of only point C. But to fully understand this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the coordinates of each line, each point. So, the easiest way to do this is to draw lines down from each coordinate. So, line down from there, line down from there, line down from there, line down from that point, and a line down from point B. Now you might be wondering, why have I done this? Well, point A we know is 10 along, and point B we know is 22 along. Now from 10 to 22, that is a total gap of 12. But we've got 4 smaller gaps here. Now if you split this gap of 12 into 4, you get 3. So we must be going up in threes. So this point, point C, must be 13 along. If I add on another 3, that would be 16, and another 3 would be 19. And then you can see it works. 10, 13, 16, 19, 22. But get a different colour. I'm going to do exactly the same thing, but using the y-axis. So if I draw a line along from A, a line along from C, a line along from this point, a line along from that point, and also one more line along from point B. Now we're looking at how far up each point is. So point A is 10 up. Point B is 30 up. So what's the total gap? Between 10 and 30, that is a total gap of 20. Okay? From 10 to 30 is 20. But again, we've got 4 smaller gaps. So if I split 20 into 4 smaller gaps, I get 5. 20 split into 4 is 5. So that must mean we're going up in 5s. So 10 plus 5 is 15. Plus 5 again is 20. Plus 5 again is 25. Just double check it works. So it goes 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And across goes up in 3s. 10, 13, 16, 19, 22. Now what that would allow me to do is to then find any coordinate of any one of the points. Okay, now let's have a quick look at the question. Point C is the only one we're interested in. So if we have a look at point C, we can see that point C, starting from 0, is 13 along the corridor and 15 up the stairs. So it's going to be 13, 15. But as you can see, what I've done would help you with any point. So if I actually, just as an extra little bit to test you, say that that is point E, what would point E be? Do the same again. Along the bottom, along the corridor is 19, and up the stairs is 25. So point E would be 19, 25. Let's do one more. Let's say that this is point D. We haven't got a D yet, so let's use point D. So point D is 16 along the corridor and 20 up the stairs. So point D would be 16 along and 20 up the stairs. And that's it. But the crucial thing for this question was finding the big gap between the points, which was 12, and then splitting it into 4 equal pieces. 3, so it's going up in 3s. And here, the big gap was 20, and again, split into 4 equal pieces means it's going up in 5s. Once you know that information, this question becomes easy. Hope that helps.